3, 2, 1.
Let's unravel some mysteries. New game. In memory of the Ukrainian Heavenly Hundred. The fate of Black Peter. Some evidence requires additional investigation. It will be marked with a special tooltip. Boom, 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 in your casebook. Boom. I hope this is not just going to be a hidden object search game. You can find gameplay or interface instructions by pressing F1. Thank you very much. I hope I will remember that. Oops, I'm getting shot at. What do I need to do? What? Move character, run. Oh, take cover. Okay.
Holmes, will you stop that? You are utterly mad. Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. Gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
Out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
Hey,
They robbed
Hades.
a powder reserve. I'll meet you.
Hey, Hellbound Hades. Good morning, buddy. Welcome, welcome.
At Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Holmes. Alone. Press tab to open the casebook and check your current progress in the investigations, tasks, evidence, etc. So, we have profile of the victim. Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, born in 1845 and though 50 years old, he achieved great success in whale hunting in Scandinavia. Retired in 1884, eventually moving to Woodman's Lee. Tasks: investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Inspect the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Select the suit to wear using your personal wardrobe and join Lestrade at Woodman's Lee. Alright. The fate of Black Peter. Inspector Lestrade pays a visit to Baker Street, where he relates to Holmes the grotesque affair that involved the former captain known as Black Peter. Baker Street, Woodman's Lee. I have to go to Woodman's Lee.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Oh, okay then. Tab, investigate the murder. Investigate the murder of Peter. Yeah, whoa. Oh, the whole text is here, mate. Wow, the whole conversation, I mean, is here. I shall go alone then. Well, yeah. Evidence. No. Notes, documents, nothing. Escape. Investigate the murder. Analysis table. I have nothing to examine right now. Yet. Lots of things here. Ooh. All these newspapers, mate.
This is where I keep my post. This is where I keep my post.
This is where I keep my post.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
It could be useful. Hey, Emil Peters. Hello there, welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing today?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Whoa! What the hell? Woohoo! Hey, beautiful. Did you see that? What a beauty! Woo! Zinga! What a beauty. No, thank you.
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Mess I've made. Come on. I didn't make a mess. Goodman's Lee. Oh, first I want to talk to,
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
Yeah, well.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
I'm not finished here. What else? What else do you want me to do then? Putting on clothes? Putting on clothes, maybe? No idea. I'm not finished here, he says. What else do I need to do here then? Another door? Ooh. This is Watson's. Isn't this Watson's place? No. Oh, one can create my own. Okay. How is Sherlock Holmes going to look like? Oh! No. Absolutely not. I can't do anything. It's all locked. It's still locked, so... No, can't do anything. Facial hair, maybe? No. Can't do anything. Okay. B. Wardrobe. I need clothes to go out, yeah? Morning gown. Sailor outfit. Oh, crap. Casual suit. Yes! A casual suit. Oh, I can go out, yeah? I have clothes on. Yes! Hey, Music City! Hello there, welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing? And Dark Tracks, hello there, good morning!
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Tab, John Lestrade at... Oh. Select the suit to wear using your personal wardrobe and John Lestrade at Woodman's Lee. Completed. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Inspect the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Yeah. So, get in there. First I'm going to talk with... oh no, where is Lestrade? These are just normal police officers. Footprints.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Large footprints.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Policeman? Hey, dearie! This is the first time me playing this game, guys. So we got this game for free now in the Epic Store. Everybody who's interested in crawling into Mr. Holmes' body, you can do so. Since yesterday, it is free to get in the Epic Game Store. Okay, so
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
there are unidentified footprints left recently on a path of wet earth at Woodmansley. They have been left by the murderer. Perhaps I could find a pair of boots that would match them. Oh, why do you know that this is left by the murderer? Where is the gardener, by the way? Oh, over there.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Policeman?
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Anything unusual that night? When was the body found? Is there a gardener?
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
So, he's often drunk.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open. But I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually, whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Okay, what do we need to do here? I have no idea. Backward, forward, what is that all about? Oh, yeah. I may, what was that all about? So
You have indeed suffered a great loss,
I
Mrs.
made a
Carey.
description of her
Nevertheless, I believe it will
personality
be
or
less of a
something.
burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different,
Oh,
wasn't he?
they didn't
When
get
you
along
first met him
very
on
well.
your return from Plymouth.
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Choose the evidence that confronts the statement of character in order to continue the investigation. How do you know about Plymouth? Profile of the victim, well-kept garden, pilgrimage, unidentified. Browse the evidence. Wait a minute. Judith Carey is a woman with an uneasy life due to her unhappy marriage with Peter. She is a very religious Christian Catholic woman who undertook a St. James Way pilgrimage when she was young. Okay. Judith is from the country, somewhere near the ancient pine woods of Inverness and Strathspey in Scotland. Where Inverness, isn't that? Yeah, that's close to the Loch Ness Lake, right? He was religious and undertook a St. pilgrimage to the Cathedral of the Compostela when she was a young woman. How do you know about Plymouth? What is... How do we come to Plymouth? How do we come to Plymouth? I don't get the to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. Where is that? Is that in Plymouth? Ah, seriously. Horse and cart in them days. Plymouth. So how do we know that she came from Plymouth? Profile of the victim isn't telling us that, is it? She is from the country. Is Plymouth a country? Somewhere near the ancient pine woods of Inverness and... yeah, probably... No. God damn it. It was not
You
her...
have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but how do
It
you
is
know
the
that?
pilgrimage. It is the pilgrimage. Damn it.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were
Yes,
young.
Dark Tracks.
That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Yeah.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, I will have to listen very carefully throughout this game. Otherwise I'm going to click on a lot of wrong answers. Just a little second, guys. Okay. You. So, we talked with her. Can't do anything here. Estrada was waiting in front of the cabin over there. Okay.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Alrighty. Be right back. Need to throw the kids in their beds. Alright, Dark Tracks. See you in a bit, mate. Open the door. Now we are going to see a dead body.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Oh, tea? Tea.
These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool. What a terrible way to die.
What the hell, mate? What the hell? He got spiked, alright. And there is a knife lying on the floor.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
Yeah, you can say
This
that,
man
yeah.
is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. JHN. The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
ID. Boo.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Abbreviations. I was once looking for that word during a trip with my truck, remember? Abbreviations. Sea knife.
This wooden handle is plain and solid. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
Apparently not now. Apparently not.
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
What is B? Just a second. I want to pop up on my other screen. B. Open deduction space. Open deduction. Find a pair of related clues and they will form deduction. Break-in attempts. Several unsuccessful attempts were made to break in according to the scratches around the lock. Yeah, to get that notebook back. Right? Draw a clear picture of the crime by performing your deductions from the... Oh, come on. Thank you, dearie! Food round the corner. An ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded. Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
Would they be the same size as the boot prints in the garden?
Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting. The murder weapon was probably taken from this rack.
Mm-hmm. Two glasses.
Someone drank from this glass recently. Someone drank from this glass recently.
Two glasses, so the company he had and who killed him was somebody he knew.
Rum, a sailor's drink. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death. The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work. This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Oh my god. That it? No? Oh, come on. Yes.
This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Was Peter a smoker?
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884.
Back. Welcome back, mate.
Welcome back.
Was Peter a smoker? Because if he wasn't, then we are looking for a smoking murderer.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches. The tooth of a... This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, PC is Peter Carey, so yes, Peter smoked. Peter smoked. We will have to talk with his wife again. I think we have to talk with his wife again.
Hammerfest. Hammerfest. Dundee. It's a whaling map. Someone drank from this glass recently. Someone drank from this glass recently. Rum.
Nothing I can examine better? No? Nothing? No. Let's go out.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade,
Or the
but
notebook.
they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
A stakeout.
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Nope.
boots don't match the footprints.
It's not a match. It's not his own boot, so it is probably... Yeah. Are you going to talk to me? No? Okay. So, which window? %99 of people smoked in them days though. Yep, indeed. Indeed.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be. But he hadn't smoked in a
Back
very
in the
long
day,
time.
smoking was a social status.
Your husband's private papers.
And
You know where they
now,
are.
it's a
There
crime.
was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Thank you, madam.
So that box is probably his private papers. Oh, we can't just go inside here. Oh, I can run as well.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Policeman. So where are we going? Are we going to stake in this cabin? No. No. That is not. So, what else?
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
I found the hiding place. Okay, the fate of Black Peter. Reduction space icon indicates that you have found sufficient clues to accuse one of the suspects. Some evidence requires additional investigation. It will be marked with a special tooltip. Boom, boom. Facebook. Okay. Continue. This is like the next chapter.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Who the hell is that? Peeking fucking
There's someone
blinders.
there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there! All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey. But we were here, waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here
GHN.
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not... It's a terrible mistake.
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector.
It's not him.
But please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Where did we... that notebook? GHN. So it is the notebook of that fella. What are those abbreviations? Abbreviations. Those are names, and those are phone numbers? No? I don't know. Bank accounts?
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you. These are the suspect's belongings.
Oh my goodness. The suspect was on its way to Mordor with the ring. Yeah. From R. Dawson, RD, to my friend and partner, 1883. R. Dawson.
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
No RD in there.
These abbreviations mean something, but what? A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
JHN. Not in the notebook.
A handkerchief.
Oh no, yeah, of course not.
These abbreviations. A pocket knife.
It's
It
from...
was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
JHN is the suspect, right?
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
No, he didn't do it, mate. He really didn't do it. That would be too easy. But how come his notebook is lying there on the floor?
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent. What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Hmm. What else can I connect? If you guys think of something we can connect, we have missing tin box, no gardener, Peter Carey, a non-smoker. Swift action. Spin to the wall. Ivy. Yes. Pin to the wall and swift actions. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing a body. That's it.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Locked.
Why can I come to the morgue? The body is not here yet. They still didn't bring the body here, seriously. How many days are they going to keep the body in that cabin? Wow. So we have to go for that cabin again. Don't tell me that body is still here. The body is gone. Okay.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Okay, so what do we need to do now?
Should do it.
Yep.
Now I am ready for the experiment.
Harpoon, and now an experiment. No. Heavy and sharp whaling harpoon. It is the same harpoon as the one used to murder. And where are we going to do an experiment? Probably at my house. Aren't experiments done through his table in the corner there?
My analysis table.
No.
It is useful for my work.
Apparently not. Where are we going to do that experiment? Oh, Watson. Watson loves experiments.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No. But we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. You want
Pig.
to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
A pig.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Alrighty. Oh, I have a dog. Hey, doggy.
Brave
Toby.
the best nose in the British Empire.
Toby. Oh, what a beauty. Woohoo. Yep. On our way to the butcher for a pig. We need a pig.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test. The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through. Holmes, you should try to aim.
Aim better. This is not easy, mate. Oh, yeah. It's pierced a bit. No, yes.
The harpoon has struck the body, but with
It's on the cross, mate. Seriously. Ooh. It is possible.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Very well, Bliss, but please hurry. Okay, so we have the harpoon throwing experiment. What now? What now? You guys any idea? Any ideas of what we are going to do now? Where are we going to? Scotland Yard, Woodman's Lee, Baker Street. I don't know. Just going to take a small break. I'm going to get myself a fresh cup of coffee. I will be right back.
Stand by.
And we're back.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Locked.
Oh, he's still
What are you
here.
doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
And I can't do anything with this guy. So let's go back. What do we need to do?
Mr. Holmes?
Anybody an ID? We've done the experiment.
Locked.
If we don't know what to do, then we have to go back home and think about it. Deductions. We have new strength requirement. Experiments prove that a similar result. Ta-ta! That a similar result with a harpoon can only be achieved with extraordinary strength and/or hard training. Some of the facts may be interpreted differently. You can always change the picture of the fuck. So, feat of strength. It requires a much greater strength than that of the average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through to the wall. A degree of skill would most likely be necessary. Two men in cooperation might achieve the same result. Or there is a remote possibility that an unskilled and untrained man could manage to pin Peter Carey to the wall with a harpoon. Let's take this one. Oh, it's only half. It's only half correct? Not a lucky throw. What can we do? Talk to Watson. I want his
Gracious, you
insight.
caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
Not really. Not really. Examine belongings of John Hopley Nelligan in the evidence room at Scotland Yard. I thought I did that already. Okay, so we have to go back to Scotland Yard. What did I miss there? What did I miss? The belongings. Let's go for the belongings again. Apparently I missed something.
These are the suspect's belongings. These abbreviations mean something, but what? These abbreviations mean a pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
From R. Dawson to my friend and partner, 1883. I did examine everything in this. Why? Okay, I'm stuck. Ladies and gents, I'm stuck. What do we need to do? I'm missing something. Ship's logs. Why are they evidence? 1883, that's the first log over there. She says that there is no gardener. But the boots in the garden are not from... The footprints are not from his boots. Whose are they? Who is his father? Maybe I should go back to Woodsman's Lee. If you guys have any ideas, please throw it in. Can't do anything else here, right? Retrieving the book. Bait of strength. Two-man job, indeed.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Let's have a little chatter with the missus here.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Okay, she doesn't want to say anything anymore. What the hell, mate? Who is the freaking gardener? Or boots? From whom did I find?
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Mm-hmm. The garden is well maintained, yeah.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
What else? What are we missing?
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1894.
What are we missing?
Peter Carey was her captain.
What are we missing? What am I missing? Just a sec, I'm getting private messages here, I think. Or not? Oh, yes. Or not? No. It's the missus. What am I missing? What are we missing, guys?
Old navigation instruments. Nothing
What
interesting.
are we missing? What are we missing? I am missing something.
It seems that the garden was well maintained. It seems that the...
I'm stuck! I'm stuck! Help! Interrogate suspect at Scotland Yard. I already did. I mean... Hmm. Any ideas? No? No ideas?
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. This is where I keep my post.
Any ideas? Messages, messages, messages.
Mr. Holmes?
It's a policeman.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong. What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Okay, I don't get it now. I don't get it. I don't get it. What is this? Seriously? Hello? Ooh. This is...
These are the suspect's belongings. And partner, 1883. From R. Dawson. To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
I knew there was something that I was overlooking. Why didn't I see that the first time that I could click on the ring's inscription? Now he's going to talk about the ring, mate.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Heavy gold ring with the inscription from R. Dawson to my friend and partner. 1883. First Electric Railway, the Bankruptcy Act, Opinion condemned for murder. Dawson and Nelligan are bankrupt. Dawson. From R. Dawson. Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain and its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. Liquidation of company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht, preparing for departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted both by the police and his creditors. Alright.
Here it is.
That's what
Now
I was
begin
looking
to
for.
understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Back to the police station.
Good gracious, you caught someone.
My analysis.
Back to the police station. Let's interrogate the young fella about the bankruptcy. Here I am again, boy.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
And I probably need to go to Baker Street to read the books. There's nothing new here yet. Oh. We have to read the book here on my table.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Shit.
My archive. I can always consult with it. This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Okay.
Good gracious, you caught someone.
I have to
At
go
least
back.
now you have a suspect.
I will have to go back to Woodman's Lee and read the books over there. I guess.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list of... Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn
away.
Log notes for August. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Baker Street, here I come.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbor.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Call. Where's the damn phone? Do I have a phone? Call. Don't we have a phone?
My analysis table.
Do we not have a phone? Seriously.
My archive. I can always consult with it, if needed.
I do not find a phone. Can't I just... Okay. Let's have a look what we need to do. Oh, Wiggins might help us. Wiggins. Wiggins. CPR. Isn't that... CPR. Here it is. CPR. CPR is in the notebook. CPR. Okay, deduction. Nope.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Window, call Wiggins. Oh my god.
Wiggins, would you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, as his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just gotta look where the rum and the red lights are.
Yeah.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Where do I need to go to? What was that? I'd like to ask you to come to the station as soon as... Oh yeah, the station. Yeah. Scotland Yard. There we go. I didn't understand at first. Station. I mean, station, train station, whatever. The station. Alright. The station. Police station. Where is he?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Breathtaking. That is not a yes, that is not a no. Just breathtaking.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Yes, boots.
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
Yup, bigger. Okay, they are bigger.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals.
That is for at home.
A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Okay.
please escort this suspect for interrogation? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
Let's examine him first. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. The gardener we are looking for.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
First we're going to fit those boots in those footprints in the garden. Believe me, I have a feeling that the boots I'm having on me are going to be the boots we need. Bingo!
Those boots match the footprints exactly.
Yep. There we go. Lime Hurtley's boots match the footprints at Woodman's Lee, thus proving that he was there. Judith Carey denies that he was their gardener. Yeah. Okay, now I have to go home and I have to investigate that letter at my examining table. This is how you can change from first person, third person. And launch imagination.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Say that again. Say that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They all 7 has to be used. The orange one has to be the third one, and after the orange one, a colored one has to be used?
First condition. All 7 reagents should be used.
Yes.
Second condition. Orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Colorless. Blue. Orange, green. First a colorless. And the blue one. No, because this is already the 4th. Now the orange. I don't know if it's alright what I'm doing. And then the green one.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again. First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Colorless after orange. Okay. First blue. First blue. Then third orange. Then green.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Then it's... Just, I need to take a short break. I will be right back.
Stand by.
And we're back. Alrighty.
Done.
Ah, we got
now
it.
I can proceed further. Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery. I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
I did as you asked and hid them well, but I beg you to consider. Fine, I swoop, and remember our vows. I have done nothing dishonorable with you, me. Guys, so the boots are a perfect match. CPR, that is something we... Okay, I think we have to go back now to tap Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard it is. We open deductions. We don't have anything new, so we're going to Scotland Yard.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Okay, Woodman's Lee.
Tell me,
What does he
Mr.
have to
Hurtley,
tell about that?
What were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Yes, you did. The boat.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Let's go to Woodman's Lee. I knew that walking up towards that shovel must have had a purpose here. Yeah? No? Oh no. Then I need to go to the shed. The shed is over here, right? It's going to be locked.
Locked.
Wait. Ha.
Locked. Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
She is lying, mate.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
A chest. That's the little chest from the shelf.
Let us see what is in this box.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, how can we rotate all? Rotate one section, switch. Okay. This is the middle one. Hey, birdie, mate. I will need one line, right? Oh no, 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 one line. Yeah, yeah. Wait a minute. One line. I got it. bunch of letters. Take.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Ah, that is why she's lying. God damn it. Liam, my dear, you have been so good to me all the time that I have known you. I cannot describe these feelings, but I suppose that they are sinful and no good can come from them. Oh, typically, she's going to end it. I fear what might happen. I fear going against God. I thank you for your care, but I cannot leave the man with whom I have been bound by God. It is his divine will, and thus my husband is the cross that I must bear. He makes my life a living hell, but bruises fade, and you must not worry for me. Oh my goodness. Freaking lying bitch. You're a freaking liar. I knew it from the start, you bitch.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
The letters.
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Righty. Yeah. Gives him a motive, but did he do it? Or did she do it with that young boy's help? Alright, think about it. Think about it. Liam Hurtley's relationship gives him a motive for killing Peter. Yeah. Hurtley's presence at Woodman's Lee on the night of the murder is explained by his affection towards Judith Carey and the fact that he worked here as a gardener. No. Shit. Why is that red now? Mm-hmm. Don't have all the pieces yet. Oh yeah, missing tin box. Wait a minute. Missing tin box. We already have that bag, mate. Hello? Aren't I disconnected? No. Shit. Seriously? Okay, first things first. So we have to go back to find the use CPR. Let's first go back to Baker Street. Wiggins. I hope the boy found some information about the sailors. Yes.
That list you gave us.
Apparently,
Well done,
yes.
Wiggins. Let me see.
Well done, Wiggins. Hugh Patton, sailor. James Lancaster, helmsman. Patrick Barnes, harpooner. Why do I have to underline? Sailor, harpooner.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC. The
Yeah.
same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
Yes.
Wiggins, could you
PC.
gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
Like I said earlier, the tobacco
job,
pouch
Wiggins. Where is he?
is
He lives
not
in a small furnished dump of a room.
of the victim.
But he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
I think it's time to pay those men a visit. If the pouch belongs to Patrick Cairns, it indicates his presence at the crime scene, but it must still be proven. Yes, I'm on my way.
If I wish to speak to Cairns,
We are going to dress as a sailor. Yeah. Come on.
As a sailor.
Yes. I know. You don't have to tell me that. I already saw that in the closet. Sailor outfit. Here we go. To the makeup table. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is this sailor hat? This is a sailor hat, yeah? Aye. 5 was good. Oh, alrighty. This is even better. 8. 8. Papa. There we go.
I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
What do you think, Watson? How do I look, mate?
Gracious, you caught someone. At least...
Oh, fuck you. I hope I have the right... Yeah. Yeah. I don't even recognize myself. Here he is.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling and arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
Oh shit. Oh wait a minute. Oh fuck me. Follow Patrick's corner's facial expression to understand his moves. Push. Oh wait. Wait. I don't get it.
That's the arm that killed 100 whales. Care to lose another 10 shillings?
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
No. Facial expression, understand his moves, push, restrain oil, and plan your counter strategy. Pay attention to your stamina. What the fuck, mate? I don't get it. I don't get it. Do you see anything changing at his face?
Care to lose another 10 shillings?
Damn.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Oh, come on. You can see his face like... Yeah, it changes. And I think when his face is relaxed, we have to push. And when his face is not relaxed, we have to hold, but... It's very hard to say. I'm going to lose a lot of money here.
No problem.
His face sometimes changes so fast. Now I don't get it. I don't get it. And I need to get past here, mate, seriously. I need to get past there, right? I don't need to get past there.
I've had enough. You're too strong.
Come back later when you can use your arms again.
Do I need to do it? Shit. I need to do it. I need to find him, mate. Only me. Eh? Yeah.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Oh well. It's not going to work. There we go. I win. Fuck it.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that. Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner? Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter?
They say. I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. Was a tyrant.
Oops.
Not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened.
1883 again. Ah.
Peter Carey was captain of the
Sea Unicorn. Now we are going to hear it.
We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And who was he?
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger is that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know me wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this will stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Adam Wine, the owner of the perch. I'm going to do that right away. He's going to plant the pouch into Kieran's pocket and determine if the pouch is his. In his pouch.
Here it is.
I'm back!
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Alright, so we learned that it's his pouch. Gans has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder and thus proves his guilt. Cairns has confirmed that pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder, but does not necessarily prove that he is the murderer. That is true. That is true. I can't connect the dots yet, not completely. Oh, casual suit. I'm already in a casual suit. Alrighty.
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer? You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Murderer. Where can we go? Let's go to Scotland Yard. Okay. Well, we'll need to add a break here. I'll need to do something in the house first. So we are going to question, I guess, him again.
I'm not saying another word.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
He is not saying another word. Oh.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
Maybe.
How is the investigation?
That's it. Nothing here yet.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Yeah, but we don't need it. Okay, well, I'm going to put a break in here. I have to do some stuff. I will be back later tonight, but that will be with the Division 2. I have to write down where we are now, although, let's have a look. it just tells me here what I need to do, right? So I am going to write down that I went to the pub, which I can't go to anymore. Okay. Sailor's pub, done. Oh, question mark. Alright, so I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed it, something different. It's an old game already, 2015 if I'm not mistaken. And if you're interested in it, you can get it right now completely for free through the Epic Game Store. Alrighty, I wish you all a good afternoon and see you back later tonight with The Division 2. Bye bye.
Transmission complete.